Hi there. Now check this out. Today we are cooking soy-spiced poached chicken breast with glass noodle cashew nut salad. How good does that sound? And we are doing it with Sean Armstrong, our culinary genius. That is yum. Now you said poached, right? Well, how do you poach chicken? You just drop it in there like a poached egg?
There is no dropping of food anywhere, April. We carefully place things in pots. This is, we're literally...
Boiled chicken breast?
No, we don't boil. We're simmering with spices and delicate flavours and a bit of soy, and it's just, it's a process. It's not just a...
Before I wind him up even more, just one more question. What is star anise?
Star anise. This is this fantastic little spice here. Now smell that. It's got quite an aniseed flavour to it.
Oh, that's beautiful. And it's like a little star.
It's actually an aphrodisiac too, to be honest, if you eat a lot of it. Packed with flavour for such a small spice.
I'll have my nose to the dish looking for that smell. All the best.
See you later. Right, so to do the soy spice poached chicken, the whole thing about it is the flavour that we're getting into the stock or the liquor that we're going to be poaching in. So today, what we've got is water, some salt-reduced soy sauce. We're going to put some star anise, a couple of cinnamon quails, 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, bit of orange peel, lemon peel. We're going to whack in a chilli in there for a bit of, oomph and grunt and a bit of spice. We've got a couple of Tegel chicken lean and light breast fillets, which are fantastic because they're nice and thin, so they won't take long to poach at all. And then we've got about a quarter of a packet of vermicelli noodles or glass noodles. We've got some mung beans, some snow pea shoots, and then we've got some fresh coriander and some toasted cashew nuts. And what we're going to do is going to make this little funky dressing out of sesame oil and fresh lime juice. Great, so let's get our soy master stock happening. So a couple of cinnamon quails, they can go straight into our water. Couple of star anise, some garlic. Now just give it a quick bash and just smash it up a bit so the liquor can get in there and draw all the flavour. The flavour out of the garlic. Chilli, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure how many times I cut that in. Lemon and orange, make sure they're well washed, and just get your old veggie peeler and just whip that off. And we'll probably take half a lemon. Look at that, beautiful. Same with the orange. Okay. About half again, straight into the liquor, and then there's our soy. So about 100 mils we've got in here. Perfect amount there. As you can see, I've well measured that. The other thing is, what we'll do is we'll just put the juice of half of this orange in here. It just adds a little bit of sweetness to it as well. So let's bring that up to the heat and let it infuse. Once it gets up to the heat, we'll be able to whip in our chicken fillets. Now the best thing about these is they're nice and thin, they're lean and light. They'll probably take about 4 to 5 minutes to poach. We'll be able to pull them out, slice them, and they'll just sit absolutely beautiful on top of the salad that we're about to make. Over here I've got some water boiling away. We're going to drop our vermicelli noodles or glass noodles in really, really quickly, probably about 1.5 to 2 minutes. We just want them to soften. We're going to drain off the water, keep them warm, and then we're just going to toss through some mung beans and some snow pea shoots. So with our snow peas, we're going to just sort of chiffonade them up so they sort of blend in well with the mung beans. Not too fine, just reasonably chunky. Here we go. Mung beans, we're about 1/4 cup of mung beans and the same as snow peas. Mix them together. And now they're all ready for our vermicelli noodles, which we're going to place into this just water that's just starting to roll, okay? And we don't want to boil too vigorously, we just want it to roll nicely. Be really careful not to break them. They're quite fragile, as you can see, they sort of break apart, but just move them apart a little bit without snapping them, like so. Wrestle with them, and then pop them in the water, and they will soften really, really, really quickly. But we'll give those, like I say, about a minute, minute and a half, and just give them a move every now and again just to make sure they're not sticking together. While they're cooking away, I'm going to put my chicken in the stock, and as you can see here, look, it's really starting to work. I can smell the cinnamon, the star anise, the orange, the lemon, all the flavours are really starting to work well together. So we'll just turn that down slightly. Drop in our lean and light chicken breast fillets, and they go. So we want them to just to tick over nicely. We don't want to boil them because boiling them will make them dry and tough and horrible. So it is really, really important that they just tick over gently and poach and not, boil vigorously. Back to our noodles. As you can see, these are coming together really, really well. Probably got about another 30 seconds to go and we'll drain those off. Just going to make really, really simple, quick, refreshing dressing. Lime, cut in half. Juice it on your mung beans and your snow peas, which will soften them slightly but still allow them to keep a bit of a crunch. Bit of sesame oil, toasted cashew nuts, about 2/3 of them in the mix. Vermicelli is ready to rock and roll. Take that off the heat. Right, there we go. This is exactly what we want. Look at that. Almost transparent. I'm just going to run that under cold water just to refresh it really, really quickly because it might start to overcook as well. So just a bit of cold water. Almost get your hands in there. If you can get your fingers in there without them burning, you know you've cooled them down to a good stage. We'll let them drain away. Look, we've got our noodles fantastically cooked, cooled, ready to go, not all stuck together. Now that's the key, making sure they're not all stuck together. So we'll just fire them straight into our mung bean and snow pea mix. Get rid of the pot, no longer needed. And just get a fork in there and sort of mix it all together. You see the lovely green and the nuts and the mung beans all working well together. I can smell the sesame oil and the lime juice and everything that it needs to be. The last thing we want to do to the salad just before we remove our chicken from the liquor is we just want to roughly chop some fresh coriander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Nice and big for those coriander lovers out there. Remove our chicken from the pot. Let it rest to the side. Place our noodles and then we'll come back to slicing our chicken. So, yep, perfectly cooked. Now, the best way to tell it's cooked is just to obviously give it a bit of a prod and a bit of a feel. It'll be nice and firm, okay, and won't be all sort of sludgy, okay. To serve our salad. Now just making sure you get a good mixture of good bits. Good bits. Noodles are always fun to get on the plate, or trying to get everything on the plate evenly anyway. And then just nicely like so, okay. Put that across to the side, build that up. Okay, bit of a clean. Now, our chicken breast. All we want to do is just cut it in half, lengthwise, down the middle, like so. Right. Then all we want to do is just sit that nicely on top of our noodles, crush our leftover cashew nuts, like so, underneath the knife, and into our hand, and then just dust a few over the top. And there we have it. Look, we've got this lovely soy spice poached chicken breast with a glass noodle and cashew nut salad.
Very nice. Looking very
right,
spunky.
It's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Have you ever thought that, what did you say, boiled chicken could look like that?
Soy spiced poached chicken breast on glass noodle and cashew nut salad. Looks beautiful.
Tastes beautiful as well. I'd really want you to try that salad.
I don't want to ruin it because it looks amazing. What if I just take that cashew nut or something like that? Anyway, if you'll try this at home, www.foodtv.co.nz for all the ingredients and all the methods that you need to cook this divine dish. Hey, this must be pretty good because it's not often I see a cook hoe into his own cooking.
We've got to be quick around here when you're about.
There you go. Tegel light and lean chicken fillets. You can't go wrong. All right, I'm going to have to do it now.
Come on.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow for more nutritious and delicious meals right here.
And remember, make sure you register as a Tick Club member on www.pickthetick.org.nz and enter the draw to win lunch at a top restaurant with me and 3 of your best buddies. It'll be great fun. For more information on today's show and how to join the Fit Club, check out www.livingchannel.co.nz. In this week's magazine, Oprah's 100 kilogram blowout and Sally Ridge's new craft column.